This was probably one of the best episodes of season 4 so far, but alas, because of the earthquake that happened in Japan, things took such a bad turn. Moreover, I really hope that everyone is safe and sound. The well-being of everyone is much more important than any anime episode whatsoever. Moreover, I was really disappointed with the Attack on Titan fandom once again today because of the things that are being said on Twitter in regards to the earthquake scenario and everything that is happening here. I've already made a video in this particular regard, you can watch it here, but overall I'm really disappointed with this fandom once again and they are showing their ugly side once again. This is not something new, but whenever it happens, it just makes me so sad as an anime fan as a whole. But even then, I guess it's fine if we just talk about the episode at least until the 18-minute mark, because this was a really beautiful episode. MAPPA is finally showing off their talent in regards to AOT and this was really well done. I'm not saying that this was the best thing ever. Yeah, sure, there were problems here and there, but overall this was a really enjoyable episode. And once again, considering the entire scenario that is currently at play in Japan, I really hope that everyone is safe and sound. With that being said, hello and welcome to Under YZ. My name is Soham and today we are going to talk about Attack on Titan Season 4 episode number 14. But before that, if you're new here, then please consider subscribing to our channel since I do weekly anime and manga related content along with Attack on Titan reviews. With that being said, let's begin the video. Now this episode is called Savagery and it mostly covers half part of chapter 112 and the first half of chapter 113. As such, this was really well done in my opinion. The animation was top notch here and the overall execution was really well handled. Moreover, one particular thing to note here is that the CGI was far better. Especially the CGI of the Beast Titan was miles ahead and miles better than what we saw in the first episode of season 4. Now please note here that I'm not trying to compare this thing to say something like the Wit Studios Beast Titan design. That is not my point here. Overall, I'm just comparing between MAPPA's own product, and as a whole it is evident that MAPPA is improving a lot here, or rather they are basically getting more time to work upon the things here. Now personally, once again, I'm not a very huge fan of the CG Titans, but overall in this particular episode, things were really well handled. Now the episode begins with a table talk once again, and you know things get very chaotic here. Because the entire conversation that takes place between Eren, Mikasa and Armin is really heartbreaking. Because Eren insults both Armin and Mikasa a lot here, and because I'm a manga reader, I'm not gonna spoil it for you all here, but because I'm a manga reader, I know the implications behind all of this. So as manga readers, we know the pain behind all of these scenarios. But even without all of that, this was really well handled here because Eren basically goes on to say that Armin is being manipulated by the memories of Bertolt and that's why he's not able to take any step towards his freedom. And he also berates Mikasa, saying that she's doing all of these things because of her Ackerman heritage and she's basically acting like a slave here. She explains how the Ackerman clans are designed to protect the Eldian kings, and as a result, she's doing the very same thing here in regards to Eren as well. And after all of this thing, Eren goes on to tell Mikasa that he has always hated her. And Armin is absolutely enraged by all of this and he starts a fist fight. He tries to punch Eren in the face and start a full-on fight, but alas, he's quickly brought down here, and once again here MAPPA is doing a really good job here. Now elsewhere, Levi is finally informed about everything that is happening with Zach Lee's death and all the shenanigans that are at play here. He also remembers his time with Erwin and this was really emotional here. After all, we love Erwin so much. So it's always going to be very disappointing whenever Levi mentions Erwin. But anyway, while Levi is thinking about all these things, Zeke finally runs off and he lets out his scream. And as a result, the entire Scouts division that is currently inside the forest is transformed into the Titans because they had all ingested the wine which contained Zeke's spinal fluid. This is a very terrible predicament and Levi knows the actual results of all of these things. He is terrified for a moment, but things are just turning from bad to worse here. Moreover, on the other side of the things, Dot Pixis, Hanji and everyone else are also very worried here because Falco and the other soldiers who had ingested the wine had a very strange feeling here and they are able to understand here that Zeke Yeager must have transformed a group of people into the Titans. This is a really interesting thing, and after all of this, we finally get Beast Mode Levi. Initially, he is hesitant to cut down his comrades, but soon he is able to sacrifice everyone here and he starts ripping through everyone else. The scene from the trailer finally takes place and this was well done. This was genuinely well done. In the meantime, Zeke is trying to run away from the forest and he's using 3 titans in this particular regard, but Levi finally catches up to him and as a result of this, Zeke is forced to transform into the Beast Titan. But soon enough, Levi takes the advantage of the Titan Forest and he defeats the Beast Titan once and for all. But he's obviously bound here and he cannot kill him at this very moment, and as such, he drags out the unconscious body of Zeke from the forest. Also, just a quick note, I forgot to mention it here, but Eren mentions to the Jaegerists that they need to take Armin and Mikasa back to the place where it all began, that is back to Shiganshima. And just seeing the hardened structure of the Attack Titan, which was once made by Eren to block the hole, that was really, emotional in my opinion. That was really a good one. So it's always going to be very emotional whenever we see Shiganshima, and that was aptly on display here. But in the meantime, the Jaegerists and Floch go up to none other than Keith Shadis because they want to take control of the training corps. And through manipulations and all the other techniques, they are able to take control of the training corps, and they basically intend to defeat the old ideology or the old system that will apparently lead up to Eldia's defeat. Now after this, we had some more stuff, but it was at this very moment that the broadcast had to be cut off because of the earthquake warnings and everything, so I'm going to stop my review here. In the next week, we are probably going to get more information about all of these things. This episode has not officially aired yet on Crunchyroll or Funimation. We'll get more informations about all of these things, so stay tuned, subscribe to this channel and click the bell notification to stay up to date with all my latest content. Whenever we have more news and more information, I'm going to share it with you all. But I guess this is it for this quick video update in regards to Attack on Titan Season 4 episode number 14. So what do you guys think about all of this? Please mention your thoughts in the comment section below. So that's it for today guys, thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like it, share it with your friends and subscribe to our channel for more. This is WonderYZ and I'll see you soon in the next video.